sky over the North Sea is gray. It is December 1943, the 20th day. The sea below is black, cold, deadly. Water temperature 2 degrees Celsius, 36 Fahrenheit. Survival time 10 minutes, maybe less. Then hypothermia, then unconsciousness, then death, quick death, cold death, certain death. The altitude is 12,000 feet, 3,600 meters, high enough to see England, behind, fading, distant, home, maybe last sight of home, maybe final memory, maybe goodbye, high enough to see Germany, ahead, approaching, dark, hostile, deadly. The air is cold, minus 20 Celsius, minus 4 Fahrenheit, cold that penetrates, that numbs, that kills, slowly, inevitably, mercilessly. The sound is of engines, for Bristol Hercules radial engines, 14 cylinders each, air-cooled, 1,800 horsepower each, 7,200 total. Driving short Stirling heavy bomber, RAF Bomber Command, first 4-engine bomber, first operational heavy, big, slow, vulnerable, obsolete already, but still flying, still bombing, still dying. The engines roar, smooth, powerful, reliable, usually, not always. Sometimes they fail, sometimes catastrophically, sometimes fatally. Today, maybe. The vibration is constant. For engines, not synchronized. Different RPMs, different harmonics, beat frequency, thrumming, pulsing, hypnotic, exhausting. The crew feels it, in bones, in teeth, in souls. Hours of vibration, hours of noise, hours of fear. Standard mission, standard endurance, standard hell. Flight Sergeant Thomas McKenna sits in pilot seat, left seat, captain seat, command seat. He is 24 years old, from Scotland, Glasgow, working class family. Father was shipbuilder, mother was seamstress, both alive, still, waiting, praying, writing letters, keeping hope, keeping faith, keeping vigil. Thomas joined RAF 1940, after Dunkirk, after France fell, after Britain stood alone. Patriotism, duty, revenge, all three. Training took 2 years. Navigation, instruments, multi-engine, bombers, operational training, then squadron, 218 Squadron, RAF Marham, Norfolk, Stirlings, heavy bombers, night bombing, strategic bombing, terror bombing, depending who you ask, depending whose city burns, depending who dies. Thomas has flown 19 missions, 19 out of 30. 30 is tour, 30 is done, 30 is survival, 30 is home, 19 is vulnerable, 19 is unlucky, 19 is dangerous. Most crews die between 15 and 25. Statistics, probability, death. Thomas knows this. His crew knows this. Everyone knows this. But fly anyway, because orders, because duty, because no choice. His crew is 6 men, 7 including him. Co-pilot, Flight Sergeant James Wilson, 23, from London. Steady, reliable, good pilot, good man, good friend, navigator. Pilot Officer Robert Chun, 26, from Hong Kong. Brilliant, precise, best navigator in squadron. Best chance of finding target, finding home, finding survival. Wireless operator, Sergeant Michael O'Brien, 22, from Ireland. Fast fingers, good ears, keeps communications, keeps contact, keeps hope. Bomb aimer, Sergeant David Hughes, 25, from Wales. Sharp eyes, steady hands, good aim, good kills, good nightmares. Rear gunner, Sergeant William Parker, 20, youngest. Tail end Charlie, loneliest position, most dangerous position. Frozen, isolated, vulnerable, first to die usually, last to know always. And mid-upper gunner, Sergeant Edward Morrison, 23, from Manchester. Good shot, quick reflexes, alert eyes, sees everything, warns everything, saves everyone. Sometimes. The mission is Hamburg, Germany, port city, industrial city, strategic city, target city. 6 time for Thomas. Hamburg burns easily. Warehouses, docks, wooden buildings, old city, dry city, dead city. After tonight. Maybe, probably, hopefully. The briefing was standard. Route, checkpoints, defenses, expected opposition, heavy flak, hundreds of guns, fighter opposition, moderate, Luftwaffe depleted, supposedly, losses predicted, 5%, 15 bombers, 105 men, acceptable losses, sustainable losses, necessary losses, for victory, for bombing, for killing, the weather forecast, cloud cover over target, 7 tenths, maybe 8, good for bombing, bad for accuracy, bomb on instruments, bomb on radar, bomb on hope, standard, the crew loaded, climbed aboard, through belly hatch, to positions, to duties, to fate, whatever comes. They took off, 1830 hours, dusk, winter dusk, early dark, long night, dangerous night, the Sterling lumbered, heavy, overloaded, bombs, fuel, ammunition, everything, maximum weight, minimal performance, sluggish, slow, vulnerable. The climb was agony, 100 feet per minute, glacial, eternal, 30 minutes to reach assembly altitude, 12,000 feet, formation altitude, bomber stream altitude, safety in numbers altitude, supposedly, the stream formed, 200 Sterlings, Halifaxes, Lancasters, mixed force, mixed chances, mixed futures, some return, some do not, who lives, who dies, random, luck, fate, God, something. They flew east, across North Sea, across darkness, across death, toward Germany, toward Hamburg, toward mission, toward end, maybe their end, maybe tonight. The flak started at German coast, always start at coast, coastal batteries, radar directed, altitude fused, accurate, deadly. The sky erupted, orange bursts, black smoke, shrapnel, everywhere. The Sterling shuddered, near misses, concussions, pressure waves, metal fatigue, crew terror. Morrison called, skipper, flak heavy, 6 o'clock level, barrage pattern. Thomas acknowledged, said Roger, evading. He maneuvered, gentle, cannot maneuver hard, too heavy, too slow, too fragile, gentle weaving, gentle climbing, gentle hoping. The flak followed, predicted, tracked, targeted, more bursts, closer bursts, killing bursts. 1 fragment hit, port outer engine, number 1, nacelle, cowling, something. The engine stuttered, coughed, continued, warning, damage, survivable damage. Concerning damage, Thomas watch gauges, oil pressure, dropping, slowly, temperature, rising, slowly, not critical, not yet, but watching, always watching. They reached Hamburg, 2,100 hours, 3 hours flying, eternal flying. The city was dark, blackout, total blackout, no lights, no markers, no targets. Just darkness, just radar, just guessing. The Pathfinder's drop flares, target indicators, red, green, yellow, burning bright, marking target, supposedly, actually marking city, civilians, women, children, homes. But war does not distinguish. War does not care. War just kills. Strategic bombing, total war. Hughes called ready skipper. Bomb bay open, bombs armed, on target run. Thomas said acknowledge, holding course. Steady, The flak intensified. Directly over target. Predicted. Expected. Survived. Usually. The Sterling flew straight. Level. Vulnerable. Bomb run protocol. No evasion. No maneuver. Just fly. Just bomb. Just die. Maybe. Hughes counted. Steady. Steady. Bombs gone. Thomas felt it. Weight released. Aircraft lifting. Lighter. Faster. Safer. He banked. Hard left. Away from target. Away from flak. Away from death. Toward home. Toward England. Toward survival. 19 missions complete. 11 remaining. So close. So far. So impossible. Then it happened. Number 1 engine. Port outer. The damaged engine. The warning engine. The dying engine. It exploded. Not failed. Exploded. Catastrophically. Violently. Completely. The engine disintegrated. Cylinders separated. Crankshaft fractured. Supercharger detonated. Everything. All at once. Massive explosion. Orange fireball. The nacelle ripped open. Metal shredded. Fuel sprayed. Ignited. The entire engine became bomb. Became inferno. Became death. The explosion was visible. Miles away. Burning. Bright. Beacon. For fighters. For gunners. For death. The aircraft shuddered. Violent. Uncontrolled. Pieces flying. Falling. Gone. Thomas fought controls. Both hands. Full strength. Aircraft yawing. Left. Hard left. Asymmetric thrust. 3 engines right. 0 left. Physics. Aerodynamics. Death. Morrison shouted. Port outer gone. Fire. Massive fire. Spreading. Wing burning. We are done. Bail out. Bail out. Thomas said negative. Not yet. Fighting it. He hit fire extinguisher. Port outer. See O2 system. Halon system. Everything. Nothing worked. Fire continued. Growing. Spreading. Consuming. The wing was aluminum. Magnesium. Both flammable. Both burning. Both dying. The fire reached fuel tanks. Port wing tanks. Main tanks. 1,200 gallons. If they ignite. If they explode. If they detonate. Everyone dies. Instantly. Vaporized. Gone. Thomas knew. Everyone knew. Seconds remaining. Maybe. Probably less. He said, all crew, prepare to bail out. On my command. Acknowledged. The crew responded. Ready, skipper. Waiting. Trusting. Hoping. Thomas fought controls. Desperate. Trying everything. Throttling back port inner. Number 2. Reducing thrust. Asymmetric. Trying balance. Trying control. Trying survive. The aircraft responded. Slightly. Yaw decreased. Control improved. Marginal. But improved. Not good. But better. Not safe. But possible. Maybe. Chin called. Skipper. Course. We are off. Drifting south. Into Ruhr. Into Flak Valley. Into Death Zone. Thomas said acknowledged. Correcting. He could not correct. Could not turn right. 3 engines right already. Turning right increases asymmetric. Increases yaw. Increases loss. Could turn left. Into 1 engine. Into asymmetric opposite. Into spin. Into death. Cannot turn. Cannot correct. Just fly. Straight. Wrong direction. South. Into Germany. Into danger. Into death. Chin said skipper. At this heading. We cross Ruhr. Essen. Dortmund. Dusseldorf. All defended. All deadly. All firing. We will not survive. Thomas said understood. Working on it. Give me options. Chun calculated. Fast. Brilliant. Precise. Said if maintain heading. Fuel exhausted before England. Crash in Holland. Occupied Holland. Captured. POW. If turn north. Now. Maximum deflection. Might reach North Sea. Ditch. Cold water. 10-minute survival. Death. If turn south. Emergency landing. Germany. Captured. Pow. No good options. All bad. All death. All something. Thomas decided. We ditch. North Sea. Better death drowning than death burning, than death captured, than death executed. POW camps. Interrogation. Starvation. Maybe execution. Terror flyers. Bomber crews. Sometimes killed. Sometimes murdered. Sometimes disappeared. Risk. Terrible risk. Drowning better. Quicker. Cleaner. Chosen. He said all crew. Ditching North Sea. Prepare. Life jackets. Rafts. Everything. Acknowledge. The crew prepared. Donning Mae Wests. Inflatable vests. Checking CO2 cartridges. Locating dinghy. Emergency rations. Radio. Flares. Everything. Standard drill. Practice drill. Never actually done drill. Until now. Until tonight. Until death. The fire continued. Worse. Much worse. Entire port wing. Engulfed. Burning. Melting. The wing was dying. Structural failure imminent. Spar melting. Ribs collapsing. Skin peeling. When wing fails. When structure breaks. When everything ends. Aircraft rolls. Inverted. Spins. Unrecoverable. Fatal. Everyone dies. No bailout. No time. No chance. Just death. Thomas watched. Helpless. Hopeless. Faithful. Still trying. Still fighting. Still flying. Port wing glowing. Red. Orange. White. Metal temperatures. Aluminum melts. 660 Celsius. 1220 Fahrenheit. Close. Very close. Imminent close. Wilson said skipper. We should bail. Now. While can. While stable. While time. Thomas said negative. Over Germany. Over cities. Over flak. Bail out now. Parachute down. Through flak. Through fighters. Through hell. Maybe die descending. Maybe die landing. Maybe die after. Murdered. Lynched. Executed. Better wait. Better over water. Better over sea. Better chance. Wilson said yes, skipper. Your call. We trust. We follow. We die together. If must. Thomas said not dying. Not tonight. Not yet. 11 missions remaining. Must survive. Must complete tour. Must go home. To family. To Scotland. To life. Must. The crew said I skipper. We believe. We trust. We hope. Together. They flew. 20 minutes. Eternal minutes. Port wing burning. Dying. Melting. But holding. Somehow holding. Impossibly holding. Miraculously holding. Thomas nursed aircraft. Gentle inputs. Minimal corrections. Baby it. Pray it. Love it. Fly it. Home. Please home. Chin navigated. Brilliant navigation. Perfect navigation. Desperate navigation. Called headings. Called corrections. Called hope. Thomas followed. Best he could. Limited he could. Possible he could. The North Sea appeared. Below. Ahead. Black. Cold. Deadly. But safe. Safer. Safer than Germany. Safer than cities. Safer than flak. Relatively safe. Terminally safe. Final safe. Thomas said all crew. Ditching in 2 minutes. Positions. Brace. Pray. God be with us. The crew responded. I skipper. God be with you. God be with us all. Thomas descended. Gentle. Controlled. 5,000 feet. 4,000. 3,000. 2,000. The sea rushed up. Black. Invisible. Deadly. He cannot see. Too dark. No moon. No stars. No horizon. No reference. Instrument landing. Altimeter. Airspeed. Attitude. Trust instruments. Trust training. Trust God. 1,000 feet. 500. He flared. Pulled back. Stalled aircraft. Onto sea. The impact was violent. Brutal. Crushing. Not water. Concrete. The sea at 120 knots. Is concrete. Is wall. Is death. The Sterling hit. Nose. Hard. Too hard. The nose crumpled. Collapsed. Cockpit crushed. Windscreen shattered. Water flooded. Instant. Massive. Freezing. Shocking. Killing. Thomas thrown forward. Straps held. Barely. Head hit instrument panel. Blood. Pain. Darkness. Confusion. Water rising. Knee deep. Waist deep. Chest deep. Cold. Shocking cold. Breath-stealing cold. Heart-stopping cold. He unbuckled. Instinct. Training. Survival. Climbed out. Through shattered windscreen. Onto wing. Sinking wing. Aircraft sinking. Fast. Stern first. Tail down. Nose up. Flooding. The crew emerged. Through hatches. Through windows. Through holes. 6 men. All 6. All alive. All escaping. All together. Morrison inflated dinghy. Yellow raft. Rubber. 6-man. Emergency equipment. They climbed in. All 7. Too many. Overcrowded. Sinking. But floating. But together. But alive. The Sterling sank. Tail first. Vertical. Nose up. Engines down. Burning wing. Hissing. Steaming. Dying. Gone. Beneath waves. Beneath black. Beneath forever. Gone. They sat. In dinghy. In darkness. In sea. In cold. In death. Waiting. For rescue. For dawn. For something. The cold was unbearable. Water temperature. 2 degrees. Air temperature. -5. Wind chill. -20. Hypothermia. Setting in. Shivering. Violent shivering. Body's defense. Generating heat. Burning calories. Burning life. How long? 1 hour. 2. Then shivering stops. Then coma. Then death. They had hours. Few hours. Before death. Before freezing. Before ending. O'Brien worked radio. Emergency radio. Hand cranked. Transmitting. Mayday. 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 This is Sterling. Ditched. North Sea. Grid coordinates. Shun provided. Precise. Perfect. Professional. 7 crew. Alive. Freezing. Dying. Please. Help. Please. Mayday. He transmitted. Continuously. Desperately. Faithfully. Dawn came. Slowly. Coldly. Beautifully. Gray dawn. Winter dawn. Deadly dawn. They had survived. Night. Cold. Sea. 6 hours. Impossibly. Miraculously. Together. But fading. Hypothermia. Advanced. Critical. Consciousness fading. Hope fading. Life fading. Parker unconscious. Hughes semi-conscious. Morrison delirious. All dying. Slowly. Inevitably. Peacefully. Hypothermia is peaceful death. Sleep death. Quiet death. Gentle death. Compared to burning. To drowning. To exploding. Gentle. They waited. For rescue. For death. Whichever first. Then sound. Engine sound. Aircraft engine. British engine. Bristol Pegasus. Sunderland flying boat. Air Sea Rescue. RAF Coastal Command. Searching. Finding. Saving. The Sunderland circled. Low. Slow. Spotted dinghy. Yellow against black. 7 men. Waving. Weakly. Barely. Dying. The Sunderland could not land. Sea too rough. Waves too high. Wind too strong. Cannot land. Cannot rescue. Cannot save. But transmitted. Position. To ships. To rescue. To hope. Surface vessel. 2 hours. Hold on. 2 hours. The Sunderland drop supplies. Survival kit. Food. Water. Flares. Blankets. Everything. Mist. Wind. Drift. Ocean. Gone. Tried again. Missed again. Tried 3rd time. Hit. Package landed. 10 meters away. The crew could not reach. Too weak, too cold, too dying. The Sunderland circled, watching, waiting, helpless, powerful, useless. 2 hours. They must survive. 2 hours. Please survive. Thomas rallied. Final strength, final will, final duty. Commander, leader, father. He said, crew, stay awake, talk, sing, move. Do not sleep. Sleep is death. Stay awake. Stay alive. 2 hours. We can do 2 hours. We survived 6. 2 more. Together. The crew tried. Talking. Weakly. Singing. Barely. Moving. Slightly. Staying. Conscious. Alive. Fighting. Together. 1 hour passed. Eternal hour. Morrison lost consciousness. Parker stopped breathing. Wilson tried CPR, chest compressions, rescue breathing, revived him, barely, temporarily, heroically. 30 minutes remaining. Thomas said, almost there, almost rescue, almost home, almost safe. Stay with me. All of you, stay. Please stay. Brothers, stay. They stayed. Barely, desperately, together. The ship arrived. HMS Campbellton. Destroyer. Fast. Powerful. Beautiful. Life-saving. They maneuvered close. Dangerous. Risky. Skillful. Through lines. Hauled dinghy. Lifted crew. One by one. Gentle. Quick. Efficient. All 7. All alive. All saved. Impossibly. Miraculously. Together. Medical treatment. Immediate. Blankets. Heat. Fluids. Care. Professional. Life-saving. Successful. All survived. All 7. Against odds. Against cold. Against death. Against everything. Parker critical. Hypothermia. Severe. Frostbite. Toes. Fingers. Treatment. Hospitalization. Survived. All survived. Thomas critical 2. Head injury. Hypothermia. Exhaustion. Treatment. Recovery. Long recovery. Worth it recovery. Crew together recovery. They returned. RAF Marm. Heroes. Survivors. Brothers. Debriefing. Investigation. What happened? How survived? Why lived? Thomas explained. Engine exploded. Should have died. Instantly. Aircraft should have crashed. Burned. Exploded. Should have killed everyone. Should have ended everyone. Did not. Flew anyway. Wounded. Burning. Dying. Flew anyway. Ditched. Controlled. Professional. Together. Survived. All survived. Together. The investigators documented. Photographed. Preserved. Evidence. Testimony. Miracle. Because that is what it was. Miracle. Engine explosion. Should have killed him. Should have killed all. But he flew home. Wounded bird. Burning wing. Dying aircraft. Home. To sea. To rescue. To life. To survival. Together. They were grounded. All 7. Medical. Psychological. Recovery. Tour complete. Retroactively. Command decision. 19 missions. Survived impossible. Survived unsurvivable. Tour complete. Go home. Rest. Recover. Live. They went. Home. Scotland. London. Wales. Ireland. Manchester. Hong Kong. Everywhere. Home. Alive. Together in memory. Forever in bond. Forever in brotherhood. Thomas returned Glasgow. Parents waiting. Weeping. Rejoicing. Thanking God. Thanking RAF. Thanking miracle. He recovered. Slowly. Physically healed. Mentally scarred. Forever changed. Forever different. Forever grateful. Alive. Against odds. Against explosion. Against death. Against everything. The story spread. Squadron. Group. Command. Media. BBC. Newspapers. Radio. The crew that survived. Engine explosion. Burning wing. Ditching. Rescue. together, all alive, miracle, inspiration, hope, proof, that survival possible, that miracles happen, that brotherhood matters, that together, always together, saves. The Sterling was lost, sunk, North Sea, but remembered, aircraft serial, EF 452, name, Glasgow Pride, Thomas's plane, his crew, his family, lost but remembered, honor but gone, sacrifice but meaningful, in museum, in memorial, in hearts, forever, the engine explosion, that should have killed him, killed all, but didn't, because skill, because training, because luck, because miracle, because together, always together, he flew home, wounded, burning, dying, but flying, but returning, but saving, everyone, all seven, together, forever. That is the story. That is the miracle. That is the lesson. That together, against anything, against everything, against death itself, survives, always, forever, together,